Okay, hello, welcome to the Lumiere channel. Welcome to your love guidance. These are your piles, 3, 6, 1. Your timestamps will be in the description box below for you to find out what your love guidance is in this particular situation that you are asking about, or just in general. You know, what is your love guidance in general? To bringing more love into your life, for you to walk towards a love that makes sense. There is a fourth one here. Oops. Oh my God. 3, 6, 1, 4. There's a fourth one, and it was actual pile number 4. So I will see you in your piles. Timestamps are in the description box below. I need to leave before more numbers want to pop off. Bye. Hey there, pile 3. Hi. What, pray tell, is your love guidance to bring in more love, or if there's a certain situation or whatever, just what's your love guidance? What is it? Let's go. I'm using the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. Just wanted to talk to you. By Jill Pyle, or Pile, don't know. Excellent. I know there's another deck that wants to talk as well. I just can't quite understand which one it wants, that is the one that wants to talk to you. Okay. It was the regular tarot. The basic tarot. Yeah. This is giving turn down for what energy, but like actually turn down for you energy. But we'll see what's going on here. I want to do a what this situation is about, like where this guidance fits. Okay, so weird. Okay, well, we got more cards than I really bargained for, but oh wow, is this really what's going on? All right, Seven of Swords. Yeah, the Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, okay, I'm getting an idea. Well, and the Strength in reverse. Okay, honey, you've got a lot of reversals here. Big reversals, all reversals except this one, which is use your hands. This feels like your love guidance is turning away. It's almost like, actually, it's all, yeah, putting it away. I feel like if you've been digging for information, if you've been pulling too many cards, if you've been going to too many, like whatever too many is, you'll know what that is. Relying on too many pick a card readings, or relying on too many, you know, bite-sized readings. Or if you've been like snooping on the internet, if you've been looking at this, looking at that, like worrying, if you've been just trying to like look to understand something because your spidey senses are tingling, or because you're feeling anxious and nervous, etc., etc., etc. Like if you've been in a mood over a love situation that isn't the way you wanted it to go, it isn't going the way you thought it would go. Maybe someone's backed down a bit, maybe someone's a bit more introspective, and or that's what it feels like, or maybe you're feeling some like love isn't coming in. It feels like you've gone off the deep end a little bit. It feels like you're a little manic. It feels like, and you don't have to be like super manic, right? Like the Queen of Wands didn't come out, but we are getting Strength in the reverse, and I put respect on that. You just might be feeling off your rocker. Like you might be just not your best, or feeling a little bit unhinged in love, and not in a way that sort of like breathes greatness from you, but in a way that is like lesser, like an energy that is not, I don't like saying this because it's such a diss. Like if this is like you can tell somebody like, oh, your mama's a llama. Like you can say something like crazy to somebody, but like to call someone low vibrational is just oh my God. Like, I don't want to be in the room. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be in the room for that. I didn't hear it. La 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 la. Like, I don't want to be around for that. But it feels like you've dipped into some low vibrational energies that aren't helpful for you. And if you're watching this, I think you kind of know that. I think you kind of know that you've been in a bit of a tizzy. Your thoughts have been overthought. Like, you've churned that thing over. Like, you're kind of exhausted. You've thought things all the way to the end of the moon and back, and you're just like in this primal base energy where once upon a time, or like your higher knowing, you know better, but you're just like, okay, maybe one more time, maybe one more hit, maybe one more of this, like maybe let me just see this, like let me just zoom in, like let me just see, like you're a little bit off your rocker, right? Like maybe that's the situation that's happening right now in your love world, depending on how it like specifically goes for you. But there's like an unhingedness, there's like an off your rockerness here. There's it's not the most comfortable energy, and it's not the best energy, and you're trying to find a solution for something that's happening in reality that you don't like. But I would ask, I think there is something in reality that is inspiring this mood, but it's definitely touched on something within you, and you might be looking for the external validations to see why is that thing over there happening, and not really dealing with the actual true issue, which would be in you. Like, it's in you. Like, yes, that thing is happening or that thing is going on, but even if that was just like a fluke, or that was just like whatever, you've taken it so personal. And like, even if you found out what the truth of that was, you're like, there's something in you that's like needs to be attended to. And that, I don't say that in a shady way. I say that in just like a real shit kind of way. Like, you need to attend to something within you. I want like a tuna turkey sandwich. That sounds good. Yum. Maybe I'll make that later. Your guidance in this situation, if you've been in a bit of a tizzy, or if you've been really snooping, trying to understand something, trying to like look through things, trying to be a little bit underhanded in certain ways, trying to be sly, trying to be slick, trying to be witty, trying to strategize your way through like this love type thing that's going on with you, if you are actively with somebody, or if you're not trying to actively be with someone, trying to like entice somebody to you, like whatever that is, like the strategies that you're trying to like, ooh, if I do this, if I do that, or maybe like you're snooping around, like you're looking at something, you're being sly, the guidance for that comes up in the Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, both of them in the reverse. And use your hands. I don't have the guidebook for this, but I think I will. This is for you to like turn down, okay? The song Turn Down for What came on in my head, but it's more so like you gotta turn down, like you gotta like knock whatever's going on with you down several notches and busy yourself in other ways to yeah, you've got to busy yourself in other ways. You got to busy yourself in other ways. That's going to be the most helpful thing you can do for yourself at this particular point in time. With the use your hands, just focus on even something tangible, and not like there's nothing tangible in the situation that you're going on. Like there's nothing concrete. There's just thoughts and ideas and feelings and emotions and like base prime and like just stuff in you that's happening. I mean that stuff, yeah, that stuff like you're reacting, and spirit's kind of saying like, yo, oh my god, pay attention to you. Pay attention to you, and a way that you can do that is to use your hands. Right? To do something that's going to fulfill you. Not even fulfill, like just to, in a way that's going to help you move through this energy. It's so weird. Like it's, yeah. That's what I'm really picking up on. Like you busy yourself with something tangible, something concrete. do something else with your hands. Because this is very tactile. It's very like in reality too. Like that's kind of the funny thing about this. It's very in reality. Um Even when you look at like the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles is like stop working on what you've been working on and work on something else, it feels like. Um Work on something different to take your mind off of what you've been used to. Yeah. It might be helpful for you to do some home improvements. It might be helpful for you to do some cleaning. It might be helpful for you to work on like a small project or a big project. She's here currently working on pottery, like she's building something. Like it might be helpful for you to create something in your world so you can feel some small semblance of like control. And I think there's just something grounding about it. Obviously, she's working with pottery. For some of you, it might be wise for you to go get some clay if you've been thinking about playing with clay, and just play with clay. Make a bunch of bowls. When they dry, depending on what kind of dry you got, whether it's air dry or oven dry, whatever, you can paint it if you want. Just a little something silly, something fun. If it's something in your house, maybe you could like change the light bulbs or put new light bulbs somewhere. Do a laundry, like something tactile with your hands. Um, Anything that sort of piques your interest, anything that makes you feel like, oh, this is kind of fun, do that. I feel like with these pentacles in reverse, there's something here about focus, but redirecting that. With the Five of Pentacles in reverse, man, this is a tough, pile 3, what the heck is going on with you? You really, like, you might need, ooh, what is happening? Five of Pentacles in reverse as advice is, to me, it feels like surrender. It feels like surrender to what you do have. Surrender to what does work. Surrender to like looking at your, like being radically accepting the situation that you're in and not trying to work on it with the Eight of Pentacles, not trying to build anything towards it, but to build elsewhere. This is giving me a redirection of energy, and that redirection that spirit is guiding you to take pile 3 is in getting tactile with other stuff. In the guidebook, it says even just getting your hands dirty by weeding a flower bed or tightening screws, like literally little things like that, I feel like are really going to make you feel small good. It may, in theory, as we're talking about, it may not sound like anything, excuse me, but there really is something about these small victories. Like I feel like you need some wins, right? And to see that you are affecting change and like improving your own area is low key improving yourself. I know when my room in my home is messy, it really is it's telling me something about my brain. It's telling me that I'm stressed out. It's telling me that there's a lot going on with me. And whenever it's tidy and clean, I really do feel like a physical, mental, emotional sense of peace. Genuinely. And I feel like for you, doing these little things, like literally these little things, now this, now that, now this, is going to be super helpful in getting you to face what you're facing with no denial, and to just get you to a better place bit by bit, slowly by slowly. Yeah. Like tightening the screws on a loose door hinge will give you an incredible feeling of accomplishment that will fuel your confidence as you tackle bigger and more complex issues in your life. That's really what I'm picking up on as well here. So I wish you everything, my friend. This is not easy. This is not easy. And I know a lot of people sometimes, like, we expect the golden ticket, the word from spirit, to be like, haza, haza, haza. But sometimes it really do be just getting a screwdriver and like fixing some screws. It really is just like, let me buy light bulbs for my home. And when you turn the light bulb on, then you see certain things and you're like, oh, while I'm here, let me do this. Let me get some new pots and pans for my, like, just anything. Oh, let me get a little, like, let me buy a little $5, $10 clay something. You may have to invest in something with that Five of Pentacles for your betterment, right? Like for you, a little something that, yeah, you spend a little, but that thing's going to give you so much joy. Not even so much joy, but it'll help take the edge off of whatever's going on in your love life. That fixing stuff, it really is about you taking care of you and backing away from whatever's going on in your love life. I wish you everything. Keep your light on. Good luck. And I will see you next time. Peace. Hey, Pal 6. Pal 6. What do 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 be do. So Pal 6, we're going to look at what situation Spirit's trying to give guidance for, just to place it. And for you to know that, oh, this is what I'm going through. Sometimes it's nice for someone to go, yo, this is your actual problem. Yeah. I had a conversation with somebody. I was working with a client the other day, and they were pissed off because, you know, this and this was going on. And I said, what are you really upset about? Like, what are you really upset about? And, you know, they said what they said, and I said, let me tell you what you're upset about. You're upset because X, Y, and Z happened. And she was like, yeah, like, you're not wrong. Like, that's exactly why I'm upset. I was like, yeah, so let's tackle that. You know, let's actually deal with the true problem and not the projection of the problem, you know? So sometimes it helps. This is your guidance now. What is the guidance in love, Spirit? From a Pal 6. 1616. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, build strength. What is the guidance in love? So in terms of what's going on with this like love situation that the guidance is about, it's the Four of Wands in reverse, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. I was just talking about her. So when it comes to the Queen of Wands in reverse, she used to be just like crazy. Okay, like the Queen of Wands in reverse, you don't want that. But lately she's really evolved. Like, she's greatly evolved. And she's no longer just batshit crazy. Sometimes she's subdued, and I don't like that. I still don't like a Queen of Wands in reverse. But sometimes she's just biding her time. But sometimes she's also not being her unabashed self. It depends. The situation right now is... oh, shit. Anyway. Okay, well... there it is. The situation right now is perhaps some demotivation. I don't know if someone is moving through like a breakup, or someone is contemplating a move, and they don't know what to do. They're feeling like maybe they need to move places for better romantic interests, or they have to move out because of an ending with a romantic interest, or whatever. There's something here. I don't know if it's about moving per se, but it could be just about home and feelings of safety and feelings of shying away from people and not being able to be oneself. Because you won't allow yourself to work with people. You don't allow yourself to work with others. It could be quite judgmental energy here as well. And judgmental energy, or just energy that may be getting in the way of you moving forward, and you having a sense of safety in your workplace, a sense of safety in your community, a sense of safety in where you spend the most of your time in, and a sense of safety in romance. Maybe believing that you're going to be always the other person, the other woman, the side, the other whatever. Believing that you're always that you have to approach love in a certain kind of way, whether it's a very strict conservative way, or if it's a super loose progressive way. It's like, I think there's something here that's being called for you to balance. There's some imbalance. Yeah, there's some imbalance that could be, there's an imbalance in your world. There's too much of one thing, and it's inching towards too much of self-hiding, too much. I don't know, it's very interesting. Like, I don't know if you feel safe with others or what, and it's just building upon itself, you know. sync with the moon. Yeah. The moon is very sisterhoody. You know, the moon is very sisterhood energy. If there was a solo dolo, it would be the sun. The sun is massive provider energy, but the sun is kind of alone outside of its counterpart, the moon. I mean, even then, the sun is fucking could burn the moon. Like, excuse me, the sun is alone. The sun is unmatched. Oh, poor sun. And then we have the Queen of Wands here representing fire. But the moon is very connected, and the sun obviously is super connected, but the moon is very connected. There's something here in your guidance about hard and fast rules I'm picking up. Like, again, with this Hierophant, with this balance being in reverse, it's interesting. I think you're going through some changes. I'm not picking up love here, yo. Like, that's so crazy. I know it's the Four of Wands. I know it's the Queen of Wands. Like, these are very, like, love cards. But, love energies. But the Three of Pentacles is really out here throwing me off. I don't know if you feel like you're in an energy where you have to do things alone in love. You have to be the one to manifest it. You have to be the one to da-da-da-da. Like, nothing else will come help. Like, you gotta be in control. You gotta do the thing. Like, maybe that's the love situation that we're kind of dealing with. And that's not me judging the situation. I'm really trying not to. I'm trying to say it as plain as it can be, because it doesn't mean it's wrong. It doesn't mean it's wrong what you're doing necessarily. It's just the guidance is meant to sort of guide you better. And with the moon in reverse here, the sync with the moon in reverse, I feel like it's move with your intuition. So I feel like there's this all or nothing attitude you may be having when it comes to love. And spirit might be saying, yo, don't like put some breath into that. Like, put some air into that. 2202 when I said that. Put some air into, like, your hard and fast, what you want, what you're going for. Just, like, release it a little bit. Yeah, like, move with the tides, because that's what the moon does. The moon is connected to everything. It's connected to water and emotion. There's no emotion here. It's fire, earth. Like, it's just very human qualities. Like, there's no air, there's no cups energy. And the moon is an intuitive energy. It's a softer energy. And with this in the reverse, it almost feels like it's impressing upon that and saying, you can, if you're being like in a loner energy, if that storyline resonates with you, that's fine. It's just don't choose that as your default. Choose it case by case. Choose it moment by moment. Don't let that be, well, I'm meant to be alone right now, so I'm going to be alone. Like, no, I think there's some grace that you can show yourself with your intuition here, and let your intuition guide you to go, actually, this could be nice. Maybe I should do this today. Like, you can have I don't know if I should even say that. I was going to say you can have an overarching theme, but even with this Hierophant in reverse, it's kind of like, no, it's sort of like, I think you can have a thread of how you're living your life, right? Like, I'm going to live my life in a certain kind of way. Okay, whatever. But I feel like this energy here is sort of saying when opportunity, thank you, Spirit, the Ace of Pentacles, I didn't even see that. When an opportunity comes, you don't have to stick to but this is where I'm at. This is what I know is coming for me. This is what, like, you can be looser. If you feel like, oh, actually, I do want to take up that chance. I do want to talk to this person. I do want to do this thing that I said I would never do, or I don't know, choose wisely, right? Like, if you, I'd be interested to like entertain that and see what that means, or see what this other option is. It doesn't mean you have to necessarily do it, but there's something in you being open and following that intuitive thread that Spirit is kind of saying yes to, instead of giving that permission of like, yo, move with the tides. Like, the moon is not always full. The moon is the moon is the moon. Like, you are you. You have your underlying currents in who you are, but even the moon, especially the moon, changes. This is not sun energy specifically. The sun does not change. The sun doesn't wane or wax or whatever. Like, the sun is the sun. The only thing that blocks the sun is a cloudy day. And even then, the sun still shines through. Like, the sun is still static in the sky. It's on its timer. It's doing what it's doing. But the moon ebbs and flows just like the tides. The moon changes, full, wanes, waxes, crescents, and becomes new. The moon allows itself to go through the motions and to live with whatever is sort of happening, and it goes with the flow in a way. And I feel like that's your guidance in love. Go with the flow that's coming. Try not to be stuck to hard and fast rules. This is who I am, da, 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 because it's kind of stifling your energy as the Queen of Wands. It doesn't matter whether you have a thingy or a thingy between your legs or whatever, how you identify. It doesn't really matter. It's just the energy is showing up for you right now is the Queen of Wands. Another pile has the Knight of Cups. And I didn't read that as them. Whoops. But I feel like you moving with the flow will also help you if I go back to how I didn't read fully in that pile. I hope whomever resonates with this shit, baby. If this is about you being attracted to somebody at work, okay? If you are currently attracted to somebody at work and it's not working, it's not pumping off, it's not pump, it's not popping off, it's not working, it's uncomfortable now, but like you're still attracted to them, or you're seeing something at work that makes you feel uncomfortable or it leaves you wanting, your guidance is to interesting on that one. Wow. If you are attracted to somebody at work and you cannot, it's almost like if you get an opportunity to work somewhere else, take it. Or even another opportunity may be coming, like something may be coming. And with the Hierophant in reverse, you may have to do something, or not may have to, but you're sort of guided and advised to move in a way that isn't the norm for you, which is what we've been talking about. So the guidance isn't necessarily go with the flow. If you're attracted to somebody at work that like it's maybe not working out, or you're feeling too shy, or it's just kind of like wonky, there's something about it that's an opportunity for you. It may be for you to even like talk to them, but if you are going to talk to them and fraternize with them, go easy. Like go easy. Don't approach them with all of your hopes, dreams, and like wishes and desires. Like they're just a person. Like take them off the pedestal. Don't overthink it. Just be easy. That's the go with the flow, I think. If you are trying to somebody at work and something, like go be easy, go easy. And move with the flow. If you don't, if you're like, oh, this would be a good moment to say something or to say hi or whatever, yeah, do that. Do that. But yeah, pace yourself with with the sync with the moon. That's a weird one. That's so interesting. It's only weird because it really the messages here change. There's like tectonics going on. It's very interesting. I really like that. Yeah, I think embrace the different styles. And I think you can fraternize with this person. Whoa. I feel uncomfortable saying that. I think you're guided to fraternize with the person, to talk to them, not talk, like to be friendly with them with this Ace of Pentacles. If you do get an opportunity to work elsewhere also, it can, this reading is very like work related. Very interesting. Yeah, but going back to that first story, hello, where you're the Queen of Wands, not the object of your desire being the Queen of Wands energy. There's something here in this reading, Pal 6, where if an opportunity comes your way, take it. It might be an abnormal opportunity, abnormal as in it's not your normal, it's not your norm. But I am seeing that there's something here that you're guided to not sleep on. Could be a person, could be a way of life, could be a place, something like that. But yeah, the mantra of Sync with the Moon is I embrace the ebb and flow, many phases and the cycles of life. Exactly. The moon is a powerful celestial entity that reflects the flow of our cycles at many phases we go through. And the many phases we go through. Look upon the current moon phase for guidance on which energy will serve you best at this time. All right. I don't know what the moon phase is right now. I think it should be a waning gibbous because at this particular moment in time of this reading, of recording, it's kind of full / waning gibbous. And and that means clean the house and continue releasing what is no longer serving you. Which there is something about that here. Definitely there's some dogmatic thinking that you have that needs to fucking go, dude. And even, yeah, Ten of Swords is like, it's gotta go. Some shit's gotta change that you've been sort of doing. Like, if you've been isolating yourself, there's something about that. Like, you gotta, obviously this isn't to say everybody's your person or whatever, but there's something here about like community that you've gotta engage with community. Stop fucking around. So, Ten of Swords, this is something is changing because this is waxing gibbous energy, waning gibbous energy of continuing and releasing what is no longer serving you, and doing that perhaps slowly, like taking it moment by moment and taking the opportunities that arise to do that, and not sleeping on yourself if that's the case. There could also be someone who could be coming your way who is not your normal type, and it's like, don't overthink it, just enjoy it. Because this is also in the reverse. So it could be just impressing upon. I would say, look at, when you're watching this, look at the moon phase. Okay, look at the phase of the moon. Find out what is the phase of the moon right now. And Google it and go, what is the guidance of this moon phase? Because if this resonates at a different time, because obviously by the time it posts, the moon is probably going to be like, oh, wait. Yeah, waning gibbous. My bad. It's been a waning gibbous. I said waxing? It's waning. It's waning gibbous. You might watch this at the third quarter. You might watch this at the waning crescent. Like, I don't know your life. But look at that and see what the guidance of the moon phase is at that time and really, like, read it. Because this in reverse feels like it's really impressing upon that message. So I'm done here. If you'd like a private reading, feel free to come through. The link is in the description box below to a bunch of the readings that I offer. They're really laid out like a bouquet, like a category of readings. So because some people have a hard time asking questions and like what they really want to know, so I just kind of laid it out. But if you don't know what you want to know, then just let me know. Send me an email. I don't bite, and we can figure out what's going on, and I can recommend the best reading for you. Okay, I wish you everything. Let's get you sorted. Keep your light on and good luck. Bye-bye. Hey there, Pal 4. Hey there, Pal 4. Pal 4, let's get your guidance in love. What's your guidance in love? What is the guidance for Pal 4 in love at this time? All right. Pal 4, you weren't even going to be in this reading. I mean, I guess you always were if you look at time in a weird way, but yeah, you just kind of popped off at the end. There was a lot of energies that wanted to be represented today. I'm not going to lie. Oh, no. I don't want to do this. There were a lot. Your guidance is a lot. I don't know if I should even do the scenario for you if this guidance is sort of showing up like big time. Okay. Just to sort of anchor the message, the guidance, I've been picking up on what the scenario could be, like where this guidance is settling, what Spirit is trying to say, that it says, from a higher perspective, where you are, or where essentially where this guidance is sitting in your world, in your love world. So thank you. 9 of Swords. In reverse, the King of Wands. It's so funny. There's been a person that's come out for every pile so far. And you're lucky that your pile, the number that I'm doing you on now, because now I know better about what the energies I'm dealing with here. Listen, you have the King of Wands in reverse and the 9 of Swords in reverse. When it comes to your love world, your situation right now is interesting, quite frankly. The 9 of Swords in reverse is wild. King of Wands in reverse. I feel like you've believed the lies that you've told yourself. You've believed that you'll never change. You've believed that you'll never heal. You've believed that you'll always be where you are. You've believed that you will always have what you've always had. You've believed that things won't work out. You've believed that you'll always be chasing after somebody, or you'll never have the person that you want. And for some of you, you've believed something a little bit more advanced, where you've seen the situation that you're in. You've seen that someone maybe treats you a certain kind of way. You've seen that someone is in and out. You've seen that someone is maybe not as passionate as they were or whatever. And in as much as you see it, you are not in denial of it, which kudos to you. There's this now sort of like, not despair, disparage, not disparity, this disparaging feeling of, this will always be my life. Like, I don't know how to get out of this hopelessness. That's scary. This feeling of like, this is the best I can do. Nothing about this will change. Oh no, like I see what is happening and I don't like it, but I don't know what I can, like a powerlessness, there we go, of how to change it. So there's different stories here, but it's definitely around mental goblins, mental monkeys, emotional monkeys, I suppose, of perhaps seeing someone that you want and thinking you can't have it, or this, not even a specific person or body, but feeling that you won't have the ideal of the thing that you want, or you're pining after somebody and you don't think they would ever fall for you, and maybe they wouldn't, and you just sort of feeling that realistic hit of like, man, that could never happen to me, or that person would never look at me, those types of thoughts. There's just thoughts one is having that are not, that kind of suck, like, it's like, dang. On the other hand, or on top of that, because I read in layers, I mean, really, it's the same message. Like, you're shitting on yourself, essentially. You don't see how great you can be. You don't see how great you are. And you lean into that. You've leaned into that in your love world. You've fully succumbed, or are really comfortable in thinking and believing that you ain't shit. And you've like rested in that. And as much as you can complain about it, and as much as you can sort of talk about like, oh, I'm nothing, I ain't shit, or whatever. Like, obviously this isn't an extreme way of saying it. But, take your word, oh, Luz, I had that thought 2 days ago. I had that thought for a week and now I'm better. Like, okay, yeah, like it's that area. Because for different people, it's going to hit like, like what exactly I'm saying, even a little bit more. For others, it's going to be lighter. Like, okay, it's like that. Sometimes I'm not like that. But yeah, in this pile, there's someone who picked us that in their love life or a love situation or just period, they shit on themselves and they're very comfortable shitting on themselves. And yeah, it sucks and I don't like it, but like it's comfortable. Like you're there, you live there. It's what you know. It's what you lean on, and that continues to perpetuate what you shit on. It continues to feed the goblins, the mental demons, the emotional blah 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 of why you're not good enough, why you're not getting where you want to go. Like you are just in this lovely, comforting, hugging spiral of like self-hate, self-denial, and self-deprecation, and just living in your own filth, and wearing that every day, taking it on and putting it actively on yourself, and not really seeing that you're not. Seeing that you're not. And it could be that you're looking to outside forces to lift you up, to lift you up. And maybe they do. Maybe outside forces do come and they remind you of who you are. And you're like, yeah, I am the shit. And then after a hot second, because that hit is not strong enough, because it's got to be internal, after a hot second, instead of believing you're the shit, you go, I'm just going to put my shit on my shit. I'm going to wipe myself with my own shit because I'm shit. Like, it's just not great for someone who I'm talking to in that particular spot. It's not the business. And it's almost like you've let essentially, like there's external circumstances that have entered and penetrated your inner you, and like your inner you, and like your surface level you, like just your you, and you've believed them. Like you've believed the lies of the devil. You've believed the lies of the external forces. You've taken it personal. You've taken the things that have happened to you, the things that are going on in your love life. This person not doing this person doing that, these people not doing this, that's not working out. That you've taken it personal to the point where you are the problem. And even though maybe you could be, right, you could have problematic tendencies, those things are fixable. You as a person, like your skin, your bones, your blood, your heritage, your da 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 da, like those are not problems. Like they can be to some people. Um, but it's like you've taken it personally, like you're like you are the like I hope you know what I'm saying. Like it's so nuanced, but it's like no, sometimes things just happen in life. And if there is something that you can improve upon it instead of just wearing the shit. So when it comes to the guidance here, anyway, we have the Four of Swords in reverse. We have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. It was so cute. You have Make a Meal in the reverse. You have Sound Healing in the reverse. And you have Sweet Treat. And that looked like Sweet Tarot. I mean, it goes without saying that whatever the scenario is for you in your love world, maybe somebody said something to you, maybe you've been ignored by somebody, maybe something isn't, whatever, right? Like this other thing isn't doing the thing that you want and you're just down in the dumps, respectfully. Sweet Treat is almost like doing the little things that take a little bit of effort that are going to be good to you and that remind you of the simple things and that take you out of that space enough for you to do something else. Because a sweet treat, this lady, she's baked something. You know, baking takes fucking time, yo. It takes precision, it takes time. Like baking is just for the birds sometimes. But at the end of it, as you're baking and mixing, it takes work, and that work is almost like good and necessary for you to do this thing and put effort in this and da 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 da. And the beautiful thing about baking is you don't smell it as you are mixing the ingredients necessarily, but you do start smelling it when you when it's in the oven and like doing the thing, when it's baking, right? And there's something about that that's really good, like little things that'll make you smile. That's going to be really helpful to get you out of this mental state where things are awful, making your home feel better, because this is an invasion. Okay, her cuties are outdoors, and all these bats and flies and insects and mosquitoes and shit like that are in her home. They've invaded. So there's something about bringing that sweetness inside. Now, the funny thing about baking is you don't smell it when you're in it, which is the sort of King of Wands energy, right? There's this energy of like other people can give you these hits and you know that they're not lying. You know that it's true, but you're so used to like going home and finding this crazy shit, and you start wiping your shit back on yourself. Instead of believing you're the shit, you start doing that crazy stuff, which is, you know, unfortunately normal when we're in a place of darkness. But yeah, there's something about letting that light in, right? So there's something about you also leaving your current circumstances, whether it's practically leaving your house, leaving your current environment where you know this person, leaving more. If you live together, leave the house more and come back and see it with new light. Now, leaving the room, baking, whenever I'm like cooking something and I'm cooking it, or even with baking, I think, you don't smell it, like I said earlier. So sometimes I'll leave the house, take a breath outside and go back in and go, okay, I'm doing something good, something like that, right? Like there's something about that you need to do in your own world where you gotta leave and come back. Now, it could be because it's mental, like your situation may not even be as bad as you see it, as bad as you feel it, as bad as you're thinking of it. It could be that. And so you just maybe need to like step out for a bit and go back in, step out for a bit longer and go back in, so that you can appreciate what's going on in your actual love world, because your mentality is seeing things in a different way. But also there's something here about sharing, right? Being giving of yourself to others, so that putting in efforts for others, that seems helpful. Because these sweet treats, when you bake all that, baking does not yield like one small thing. Like you don't bake a cupcake. Who's doing that? Please get your life. You're not baking a cupcake. You're baking several. It's several trays, and you can share that with people. So there's something here about you sharing with others and doing for others in order for you to let some of those fairies in, for you to see people's smiles when you do something nice for them, for you to feel that, no, I am worthy, because there is something about service that's really helpful. Yeah, it can go into some insidious shit, but with where you're at right now, like any type of like light that you can sustain, any type of thing that can remind you that, hey, I am doing well, is helpful. I don't know how this is love. In love, this could be sharing your sweetness with other people. This is you being friendly to everybody, right? I think it's called like dating yourself or dating everybody. When you see people, smile at them, make dates with your friends, make dates with other people, you know, be if you do actually practically bake something, which I would suggest as it has showed up for you, make a meal is fucking literally here as well. It's in the reverse, but we'll get to that. Sharing yourself with others. So if this King of Wands is not you, if this King of Wands is a person, you sharing yourself with others and having others reflect back to you what you are having trouble seeing within yourself will be really helpful for you to see that, oh, someone will listen to me, someone will hold my hand, someone will, you not even hold my hand, but someone like, I am valuable. It's just this person that's not valuing me right now, or this person is too busy. I can share my time with others. Like whatever that thing is for you, other people here are is part of your love guidance to help move you forward. We have the Four of Swords and the Seven of Swords. This is cute to me. Four of Swords in reverse makes sense. Okay, you're number 4. This is number 4. Four of Swords is it's time to get up. Which is funny because that's not what I was getting. It's time to get up. But it's almost like getting up in a way that is obvious / devil may care. Because this is you. This feels like you dressing up. Especially if you have a partner already, this is going to be a little bit dicey what I'm about to say. This is you dressing up. This is you going out. This is you making your life fun with or without them. With or without their attention. With or without whatever. This isn't you like peacocking and like flaunting yourself necessarily. But like this is not about you being sneaky about enjoying your world. This is about you saying, oh, you know, do you want to go with me to blah, blah, blah? They say no. Okay, great. You still go. If you're seeing somebody, you still go. You still fucking go. You don't hide that you're going. You don't da-da-da that you're going. You still fucking go. You do the thing. You say, okay, I'm leaving. I'm going for this. That's it. That's what you do. If you are living with somebody, if you are seeing somebody, you still go. You can invite them. You can say, hey, you know, da-da-da-da-da. They say, no. Okay, I'm going to go. You still fucking go. And you fraternize. You share your sweet self with other people who go to that thing. Go alone. Okay? Or go with a friend. Or go alone. Go. If you're single and you're looking for love and this life guidance is like, yeah, Luce, I'm really freaking out. I don't know if I'll meet somebody. I just don't know if I really even like all these dates have been going on, or like this lack of whatever. Like my goblins have really just told me like I'm nothing. Nobody will like me. Da, 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 whatever that song is you're singing. This is you. What is this for that single person? Doing little things. This is you gussying up. I mean, these are thoughts, right? But they're readings like actions. Because the thing is, like, the actions that you're going to be doing are going to be things that are going to start helping change your thoughts. Because your thoughts are hijacked right now. But the little things that you do in physical reality are going to start showing you something different from what your thoughts are. And some of the ritualistic of it all, making a meal, sound healing, sweet treats, these take time to do and patience. So that those sort of like physical actions that you do that take time and you're doing them, those are really going to help shift your mentality over time in a very concrete way instead of one-off things. So this is you know, gussying up even if you're not going anywhere. This is you gussying up if going to work. This is you doing, you know, your nails or getting your hair done, getting your beard trimmed. Bitch, I don't know what you guys do. You doing those things anyway. Small things, little things. More and more and more and more. Even if you are not having someone around. And for some of you, this is advanced. It's very advanced. I don't know who this is for, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I actually kind of don't want to say it because I don't know how well that really applies. This is you being the I guess I'll say it like this. Thank you, Spirit. This is you being the person, this 4 of Swords in reverse and 7 of Swords in reverse. This is you being the person who you want to be. Okay? So this is you hopping the line and saying, okay, I'm with my partner now. As to my singles, right? I'm with my partner now. Even if you're not single and you're in a situationship, I'm with my partner now. I'm going to go to that concert because I wanted to go to that concert. I want to go with my partner. I'm going to pretend that they're with me or like whatever. Okay, this is playing pretend. This is you doing the thing anyway. This is you living as though you do have that person, a special person in your life, and you still do it and you act like it, you smile. How would you feel? Well, you would smile. You would still have hobbies. You would still have things you want to share with them with. What do you got going on in your life that you want to share with your partner outside of worries and fears and you know, watching a TV show? What are some other things that you would like to do with that person? What are some things you want them to bring into your life? Can you bring those into your own life so that when they come, you guys can share those interests? So this is you, I think, acting as if, for my singles and for, you know, whomever. Make a meal and sound healing. Both showing up in the reverse is kind of wild. I don't know. This person, you have a lot of scars. Okay, your guidance is not to hide your scars as well. This isn't like necessarily leading with your scars, but this is you not hiding your scars. This isn't you thinking that, oh, that's powerful. Wow. This isn't you thinking that, oh, because there's 9 of Swords. People say 9 of Swords is not real. I think it's very real. Thoughts are real, bitch. King of Wands here too. Whatever you've been through, like you've been through it. It's real. It's there. I think there's this thing of radically accepting it and making it a healthy part of your life, making it a healthy part of you. A healthy part of you where you just, it's not even that you have to talk about it. It's just that it's there. You don't hide it. Because sometimes it's so insidious, like how we are as people. Sometimes hiding something can be, sometimes hiding our insecurities can show up as being very vocal about our insecurities. Because we're going to say it before someone else says it. We're going to call ourselves out and deprecate ourselves before someone else says it. And also sometimes hiding our insecurities can be like hiding them, not mentioning them, not, you know. So it's very interesting how like the human mind works and how it defends itself in the way that it does. This is about you not defending yourself. This is about you just accepting that this is how I am, this is how I come. And in that, there's a neutral space where if you got to talk about it, then sure, you can talk about it. If you don't got to talk about it, then you don't have to talk about it. You're not hiding. You're not hiding, and you're also not, you know, like putting it all, you know, it's just, there's something there about accepting. Because this is not acceptance, the 9 of Swords. Could be. Maybe you are in a state of accepting. But there's something where when you just accept where you're at, your energy when you talk about things is so different. It's so, I've felt this in my own life. Things that I'm like, when it comes to presenting that to a partner. When I've found actual legit fucking peace with that situation within myself and what has happened to me, what has not happened to me, whatever, the way that comes across is different. And you can feel the energy. So what did I say? You have scars. You have things that you've been through, things that you worry about. And there's something about you accepting them radically and saying, this is a part of my journey. This is part of my story. But it's not all of me. I think that's the piece as well. It's not all of me. That's not who I am. I am not my scars, but my scars have added to who I am. King of Wands. I'm not my scars, but my scars have added to who I am, and therefore I can lead from a place of this is what I have been through, not I am what I've been through. It's very nuanced. So I guess this is what it is. It's a sweet treat, right? Like, oh, wow, that's so powerful. What you've been through, what you've moved through, your scars, your struggles are sweet treats, but they're not you. You are not what you've been through. What you've been through has added to you. And she's showcasing her scars, right? That's how I'm seeing it. She's showcasing her bruises, but they're not her. She's not looking, she's just being her, centered, herself, right? But here, this is like my scars are on display, and I look at the meal I'm presenting with my scars. Like, no, 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 no. Even with sound healing, it's just sort of, I don't know. I hope I've made sense. Anyway, I beat that dead horse. Nay. All right, friends. I wish you everything. I really do. If you really watched this all the way through, I'm really proud of you. If this was resonating, just it's not the easiest thing in the world, but make the commitment first to yourself. Like, commit to you first. Don't commit to no motherfuckers that don't exist yet. Don't commit to the people that are in your world. Like, yeah, commit to them in the way that you need to commit to them, but you got to commit to yourself first. Like, you got to be in your own corner and lifting yourself up and moving and living from that space. And then you'll be able to be in a neutral space about people. Your love life, your love energy will be different. You'll resonate differently. I promise you'll resonate differently. You just will. I wish you everything, my friend. Keep your light and good luck. And if you'd like to come through for a personal reading, please feel free to come through. If you'd like to donate something to the channel, you also can. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, you can. There's a lot of stuff you can do. But otherwise, I want you to have a good day. I want you to keep your light on, and good luck. Bye-bye. What up, pile one? Pile one. Hey. So we are looking at your love guidance. And those readings have been really interesting, quite frankly. We are also going to look at what situation or scenario Spirit is trying to touch on in your love world. Don't be fooled by the locks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. From the Bronx. Create art. Yeah, I will keep this one. I'm remembering the clip when Willow Smith, wow, of course, number one. I'm remembering the clip when Willow Smith was on Oprah, and some people, some communities were upset that she was calling Oprah Oprah. And they were saying how disrespectful she is. Oprah's an elder. She should be calling her Miss or Ma'am. And she was just saying, yes, Oprah, the tower. And it was just, they really read that little girl. And I was just so sad for her and that whole phenomenon. Because, like, Oprah is Oprah. Like, you call, like, I don't know. I kind of understood it from the perspective that, what? Oprah is Oprah. Like, that's Oprah's name. Like, I don't know. Like, if you see Madonna, I mean, maybe you'll say, I don't know. Maybe you would. I don't know. I just feel like it was such a harsh judgment on someone whose literal, like, name is Oprah. It's like Cher. Like, you're going to call Cher. I mean, I guess you could say ma'am or miss, I suppose. But I don't think it's so abnormal to call Oprah Oprah. I don't know if I would. Maybe I would say ma'am or miss. I don't know. But I just thought that was so... They just really hounded that poor girl. Nine of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Listen, I'm sure that story relates to your reading. I just don't know how. I just think it's unfortunate how they responded to her. The community responded to her. Because there have been so many other girls on... it's just double standards. Whatever. I'm sure it'll come out. Maybe. Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. So, number one, you're the only one to get, like, all uprights. Like, I don't know what to do with you now. You're the only one to get all upright cards. That doesn't mean much. It's just an observation. Because what actually means much is you've gotten cards that, in terms of the situation that's going on with you, they're usually coveted. You've got the Ace of Wands and you have the Nine of Pentacles. You are creating, manifesting, pulling something in and you are waiting for it and you know it's coming. Fuck yeah. And of course you would. You're pal fucking number one, bitch. Like, pal one lately on this channel for the past, I don't know, several months or 4 months. I don't know. I think it's been more than maybe 6 months. Has just been winning. Number one is about number one. I don't think this is any different. I don't think it's any different. We will talk about these. I don't like these. Page of Swords and Three of Swords. Don't like them. Don't like them. But we'll get there. This is the scenario that you're at right now. You could be manifesting love or growing love or really in an energy of like seeking love, waiting for love, holding true for love, but also living your life still, which is fucking great. Powerful. Love that for you. Nine of Pentacles is awesome. In that she's single. This is someone who has their own stuff. Usually they say the Nine of Pentacles has their stuff together, right? The person, lady of luxury. You don't have to be a lady. Please do what you need to do about sexes and genders, okay? She's a lady. She's an energy that is living and single. And I think it's important that the Nine of Pentacles is a she, because it's only in recent times that women, can have this independence of having the money, having the house, having the paperworks, because that was always men. So if the Nine of Pentacles was a dude, was represented by like a dude, a masculine presenting person, please do what you need to do on that end, okay? That wouldn't, I would still read that as a she, because even now today, like a woman can still show up in her like in a masculine presenting self, and that's still such a modern day thing, because women have sort of ever been looked at in a very feminine way. That would still be Nine of Pentacles energy, but that would be a she still to me. So the Nine of Pentacles, essentially, as you are, if you are a dude or whatever you present as, it's still this energy to me as someone who is in a place that they've earned. Now, historically, women did not have to earn that. Like, that should have been given. But women have fought for the right to be single. Women have fought for the right to be a woman without a man. Like, women, time immemorial, over history, have fought to get to this day and age where a woman can own her own home, can own her own car, can own her own credit card, can have her own life, her own money, and be Gucci gravy. And she has those things, those trappings, those not trappings in a bad way, but this Nine of Pentacles energy is someone who's worked hard. So whether your thing is your ancestry, whether you always come from a line of alcoholics, or whether you come from a line of drug addicts, or whether you come from a line of people who never finished high school, or whether you come from a line of like, you know, in my country, there's like whatever that thing is, you are at a point where you've earned, and I don't like saying it like that, but you've earned, it's like you worked hard to get to where you are, even mentally, right? You've had maybe many heartbreaks, and you've earned to get to a point where you are where you're at right now. I'm not even going to define that for you. Like, you've earned to get to a point where you are right now, and you're manifesting the same, a counterpart who will meet you there. Someone who also acknowledges you earned, who see you as high, and who's also high, who see you as, yeah, that's what I want. I want to earn that. Or you want to earn, like, you're ready to put in the work, and you want someone who's want to put in that work too, because you've put the work in already. Like, you will ooze the work, you know? That's kind of what I'm getting at in terms of your love energy. Looking at your guidance, we have create art, abundance planning, which you've been doing. Like, Spirit is kind of saying, keep going. Keep fucking going. You've been doing well. Whatever you've been doing with this manifesting, whatever you've been doing with what is it that you want with your world, whatever you've been doing that you want in your life, what you are wanting, the things you're working on, the things that you're creatively creating. Part one, bitch. You're the one, baby. Whatever you've been doing, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. play too. Get a little messy. And also it's kind of saying that hold creativity in love. This feels like create art. Definitely like, yeah, do the things. Like if you're getting called to like paint, do art, pottery, sing, dance, whatever is like artistic for you. If you're getting called to do that, absolutely fucking go there. Like get into it, y'all. But what this feels like also in terms of romance is this energy of when you look at art, it doesn't always conform, and this art does not conform. So you may have your list. Keep hoping that you have your list. If you don't have a list, by the way, I'm assuming, get a list. If you have an old list, upgrade that shit. If you have an old list, rewrite it on a new paper. I'm coming out with this book finally 2 years later. It's coming. The link should be like somewhere in the community tab, somewhere, baby. This is the book that you can write it in. Star, Scripted Thoughts, Abstract and Reality. This is going to be great. It's got several prompts in here. I'm really excited to like get going on that, but that's going to be really good for you to write somewhere new, refresh that list, really get those, the power, the feeling that you have in there, like really get in there. And also going back to this is to keep your mind open about what it is you're looking out for, or who's coming your way, because who shows up may be differently packaged than what you may have expected. So Spirit's kind of saying, yeah, you can color within the lines, and we know you got your 9 of Pentacles status, you've earned what you want, you know what you want, and it's coming. It's coming. We're going to talk about the Three of Swords, because what the fuck, okay? It's coming, but don't be so strict. And I don't know if you're strict. I'm sure maybe some of you are, but Spirit's kind of saying, I feel like, be a little bit, paint outside the lines. Like, it's gonna come in not the way that you might expect. Now, for my highly intuitive, so the people who are like, I know something's coming, like me, I'm talking to myself. It may come, which it always does for me, always comes for me in a sneaky ass way. It always, like, I know there was this guy that I met who I knew I was gonna meet. And I was like, oh, I'm still waiting for the guy to come. I'm still waiting for the guy to come. I'm still waiting for the guy to come. And then I'm like, oh my God, is it this guy? And it was. It was so crazy. He was there the whole time. But yeah, there's something here like, you know, keep your mind open. Keep your mind in that creative space of openness. And like, there's so many creative terms that I could be using here, but I forgot them. But like divergent thinking, right? Where you see something and it doesn't have to be the thing that you think. So there's something here, but yes, have your list, absolutely. Or make a list of what you want. Like, please do. If you're pile 1, if you're listening right now, make that list. This is your guidance. Do it. Don't fuck around and keep watching pick a card. Stop this video after you've liked it, after you subscribed, after you sent me a little something in the comments. Get a little list and start typing it out. Actually write it with your pen and paper in your journal. If you don't have a journal, get the star journal. It's amazing. It's got several prompts in it. Get it and start writing what you want to feel. Just write whatever. And just when you write it and you pour yourself on that paper, know that Spirit's over your shoulder being like, cool. I got the person for you, or the people's for you if you polyamorous. I got the people for you. I got the person for you. And this is them though. Not though in a bad way. Like, it's just, be open to what might come your way and how it might come your way. Okay, Page of Swords is making a lot more sense now. What you're looking for is looking for you as well. I'm wishing for the one I love to find me today. For some of you, this person might be younger. For some of you, you might meet them around children. For some of you, this person has been watching you. For some of you, this person could even be in your life already. Why am I getting Willow Smith again? There could be a misunderstanding with this person. You might see them one way, or they might see you one way. And actually, maybe there's like another way. Hence the messiness here of like, they might be different than there might be some, I don't know, misunderstanding or miscommunication over a certain something with the manifestation that's coming in for you in love. So I think if you are looser, you may be able to, I don't know if you'll really be able to recognize them, but if you're looser about what you're wanting and how it can happen and who they look like, you might have less of a misunderstanding because you're more open to how it can come or who they might be. Maybe that's what it is, because I'm pretty open. And I saw that Willow Star here and I was like, what is the problem? But for someone who's a little bit more strict, if you're a lot more strict, like you might miss, not that you'll miss them, just if you're grounded in a certain different kind of way, you might, if you're looking for something, you might be missing what you're seeing. I don't know, something like that. Better up. You're ready. Look at you, Page of Swords. And what is this? Could they be younger? I don't know. Like, I'm saying no in my heart. I'm like, I don't want them to be younger. But there could be something here. It might start small, but we do have the Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here? The Three of Swords is heartbreak, okay? The Three of Swords is also healing. But there's something heartbreaking about this situation. In your guidance. I think for the first time I am going to clarify that because I want to get it right for you. I want to understand what this Three of Swords is giving. It's giving dark and cloudy day. It's giving I can't see. But why the Three of Swords? Maybe you'll be sad over something. But why is that your guidance? I would say healing. That's my natural proclivity. When I see the Three of Swords, I go healing. But this doesn't feel like healing. This looks like some pain. So it could be for you to write down about your pain, to lean into that the shadow aspects of what you've been through in love. Write down about your pain, write down about your worries, and sort of like get them out. Because that may help you also be cleaner in your manifestation. Because if the pain and sorrows and worries that you have are still in you, then as you're manifesting, they're tagging along, right? Like they're sticky. They're sticking to the things that you are, they're sticking to the things that you are wanting. You know what I mean? And so even when you do manifest someone new or someone new comes into your world, some of those things that you didn't want or were scared of are attached to them because you're quite possibly like creating them also because you haven't taken the time to acknowledge them and give them space. Give yourself a space to like fret about them or to release them in some way, witness them in some way. You feel me? There could be something about that for you to write about what you're scared of in love, what you're worried about, and then give that to God, give that to the universe, or just acknowledge it to yourself so you can have some semblance of acknowledgement and release. And that's shadow work, really, in a nutshell. What do you want to tell me about that? The Justice and the Moon. Yeah, I'm going to say this is about release and something unfair. Right? The Justice in reverse is unfairness. Things not going right. Things not going well. This feels a little bit ragey. Getting angry about the things that aren't going well. Now, you could be doing well with the Nine of Pentacles, right? Like, you're okay. But there could be some feelings here that Spirit's kind of saying, hey, there is some mess. There is some mess that you have been through that now would be a good time for you to kind of look at it. For you to explore it, for you to dive deep into it and give it a voice, give it a shell, give it something. I am getting months here. There's something here about Gemini season. There's something here about Gemini Cancer season. Possibly Pisces season, I guess, too. Obviously Libra with the Justice, but I'm not really getting Libra. I'm just kind of getting like Gemini Cancer season. Could be just a bunch of air, like air sign. Something. Tell me about the page. More swords, more air. The Five of Swords. There's something about this person. I don't know why this is a reading. This is giving me a person. This could be you. You could be the Page of Wands. And the Page of Swords, excuse me. Because usually the people have shown up in the above, but you're showing up in the guidance. The Page of Swords is cautious. And they're defensive against... the Page of Swords, he's defensive against his heartbreak. So, I think there's something about your former heartbreaks that you need to be friendly with and face as you embrace them moving forward in your love life. Like, it's just a part of it's just a part of you. It's not you. It's just a part of you. I know you don't identify as that's you, but it's just a part of you. And it's something that I think once you sort of assimilate more in a way that isn't negating or pushing away, and is a way that is you just sort of accepting it, then yeah, I feel like you can make something beautiful from that. Oh, something stunning. Pile 1, you're getting it. Yeah. The Page of Swords is cautious. Anything else? The Devil. Queen of Wands in reverse. Hey, listen. I don't know. I'm not getting bad vibes from the Devil, to be honest with you. The Devil in your guidance is, I don't know, stay true to what you want. Like, I don't know, man. Stay true to what you want. There could be something here about sexual energies here. Your guidance could be to, I don't know, trust your sexual energies. There's lots of majors coming out for you. That's so crazy. That's so crazy, because it's just like the Page of Swords and the Three of Swords, but the majors that have come out for you are insane. There could be something here for you to lean into sexual energy and lean into pleasure and what feels good. And it may feel unfair, but it's almost like it's unfair because of who you are as a person, but it's not actually unfair. Like, you're actually maybe for the first time leaning into what you want. You know what I mean? Like being in this sort of selfish, self-centered, self-focused era where it feels unfair, but really, like, that's how you're going to get what you want. And it's not unfair. It's not selfish. It's what you need to do, focusing on number one, of course, your pile 1, focusing on you and your pleasure and what you want, and Devil may care. Things will flow the way they need to. That's your guidance, baby. Ow. What? I'm hungry. I think I'm gonna go make something really yummy to eat. What am I gonna eat? I think I'm gonna get some tuna. I might finally pop open... I'm gonna open the mayonnaise, but I think I'll just open the cottage cheese. Yum, because that has salt in it, so I don't need to add extra salt because the tuna is a bit saltless. I'm gonna mix that up together. Maybe add a bit of salt, probably not, but put it in some bread and eat that hoe. It's gonna be so yummy. I think I'll do 1 slice of bread in half and then make that sandwich, because then I gotta go to the gym. I wish you everything, pile 1. Love you. Bye.